A while back, I posted a video in YouTube on how to use custom function in Power Apps to update database record. Now, what this video does is it will show you the functionality of using custom function in Power Apps. Now, we can create custom function in Power Apps, and we can call that in Power Automate. So I've shown in the video how do you actually call that particular function. So I've created a function, and then within that function I'm calling that function within a Power App. Now a user has asked me a question. So there is a user is Badari Keshava. So he's asked me how to call this function inside Power Apps. Now the question basically is like, if you have a custom function created, how do we call that in Power Apps? Or I'll take for example say Canvas app. Now in order to start with that, so let's first start creating a solution. So I'll call this as function demo Power App. Now we'll create a custom function. So let me select a publisher. I'll just create a custom function and show it to you right from scratch, and then I'm going to use that function within a Power App. Now I've already created a Canvas app, Power App. So as you see over here, this has a blank screen, and then from here I'm going to call that custom solution, custom function. So this solution is now getting created. Now once the solution is created, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a function. Now how do we create a function? There are multiple ways to create a function, but it is always advisable you create that particular uh, function in a solution so that you can control the publisher of that particular function, and then you can take that solution from one environment to another for portability purposes. So if I click on new, go to automation, and then under so as you see over here, we have cloud flow, custom connected data flow, and then we have something called as a function. So let's create a function. So the function is very simple. So it can be a complicated function, but for the demo purpose I will just make use of a simple function. So I'll call it as addition. So I'll call this as addition function. Okay, and I will just paste the description. Now there are two parameter which I would require. So new input one, so I'll just say operator operand one, so number or integer, and another operator, so I'll say op2, and this will be an integer. Now the output which I'm expecting is technically sum. Okay, so type is integer, and I'm gonna write the formula. Now formula is very simple, it will just sum the value. So in opening braces, I will just close this. I'll get an intelligence. So I'll say sum colon. What I want is op1 plus op2, and close the braces. So what I'm technically doing is I'm just taking two parameters, op1, op2, and a sum as an output variable, and it will return the sum. So this is a simple function, and the function name is called as addition function. Now, once you create this function, how do we call within a Canvas app? Now in order to call that function, we may need to do some sort of uh, a data manipulation within Power Apps. So let me open a Power Apps over here. Now let me say delete this screen, the old one which I have already created. So let me remove the screen, and I have just one screen. Let me go to the data, just remove the data, and if I have anything, so this is like a blank canvas for me, it has nothing in it. Now I will make use of two components. Now I'll first insert a text, okay, which will give me the result. So let me make this font as the 24, okay, and then a button. So this is the button which will trigger that function. So there are two things, button and the text. So this is the output. Okay. Now I've created the addition function. Addition function has been added into the solution. Now here, if I want to call that function, what we need to do first is go to data, add data, and then from here type in environment, because we are going to make use of environment variable. Now you will get various data source like environment, environment variable definition, environment variable values. But the thing which you should select is environment. Now, once you have that environment data source, you can safely go into the button, okay, and on click of a button or on selection of a button, you can run that function. Okay, now that function will be available if you type in environment. So I'm just going to type in environ environment dot, and the name of the function was, so let me see what was the name of function. It's called addition function. Now as you see over here, if I just type in addition function, I'm not able to find that. Now why? Because the function was created uh, like before this screen was refreshed, right? So first thing, let me save this and let me refresh the screen. So once it is saved, I will just reload this application. So let me cancel this and let me publish this first, because the screen, the power app screen was already opened and I've created the solution, and then I've created a custom function, so this particular screen did not get that refresh. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I will just click on leave. Okay, I think I lost the items which I have created. So let me add a text and let me add a button. Now the text one, let me increase the font size to maybe 34, and this will show the result. And this is the button. On click of it, we will be able to utilize the function. So let me call this as environment. So now as you see over here, I cannot type in environment because I do not have the data source. Let me go over here, add data, type in environment, click on it, it will add that data source. And then once you get that data source within your Canvas app, then you can reference. So environment dot addition function. So as you see over here, it's addition function. Now you can see the function name which we have created, addition function. So environment dot addition function, and then it will ask for two parameters, number, operand 1 and operand 2. Now here I'm gonna just pass in the form of like a JSON syntax. So curly braces of 1. So let me give of 1 as say 100, comma, and then op 2 as say 200. Okay, so the output should be 300. Now I close this function. Okay, now remember, on selection of this it will run this function, but how do I hook this to the uh, the text field over here? Now if you want to get the result, like the best thing what you can do is maybe set this as an environment, set a variable. Okay, so I'll set a variable, say var x. Okay, so this is one of the variable which will store the output of this function. Okay, so var x, and here it's simple. On the text you just say I want var x to be the output. Okay, now you cannot directly type in var x because this will not give you the complete result, right? Because var x is the output which this function returns, is like an object. Okay, now if you want to get the actual result, you need to go into the function and see what is the output variable. So output variable is basically a sum output parameter. Now for that, you just click here and say var x dot sum. And once you do that, you should be able to get the result. So let's run it and see. So click here, it will run the function, calculate operand 1, operand 2, add it, and then it will give you the result. Okay, so this is like simple syntax. So what I've done is, like, first I created a solution. I created a custom function. Custom function takes two parameter, add those two parameter, and then give you the output result. Now, in order to demonstrate that within Canvas app, I have added the data source of environment because that will store the environment variable. Now, environment, through environment variable, you can access the custom function. So I've called the custom function over here in the syntax. I've passed in two parameter, the hard coded parameter. Now you can take that parameter as a dynamic component as well, but for the sake of demo, I have just taken it as a hard coded value. And now once you click on it, it will set a variable and it will store the output of the function, the output object of the function in that variable. Now if you want to access the output variable object, then you need to just type in var x.sum, and then it will give you the result. Now why this is important is because your function can return multiple values. Now if your function returns say 2 or 3 values, then you can iterate through just by using the dot operator. So you say if you are giving the product value, or if you're giving the modulus value or the division value or the subtraction value, you can do that one thing in that same function. So that's it, folks. This is how you basically use uh, power apps to access the custom function created within the solution. Thanks for watching.